Alright, so we got a pretty big JP Dokkan data download, and we have a bunch of interesting free-to-play units. I'd say I don't think I want to say good just yet, right? We'll talk about exactly what they do, but this is everything we're getting for this week here. I presume next week after the World Tournament is when we're going to be getting the Pepigal units, which is strange. They usually drop on the 11th, 12th, but because of the World Tournament, they're not going to drop a unit during the World Tournament time. So I think like probably the 15th, 16th is when we should get that. And it should also be the data download where we get the countdown stuff for Worldwide Celebration. By then, we might already know what the tease, like what the celebration is going to be. There might be a teaser this weekend based on last year, right? But that's a little bit in the future. Let's talk about these units. I did go ahead and translate them all here, so yeah, pretty sick, I guess, of me. So we have LR, Tien, and Chiaotzu actually are getting an EZA, which is quite interesting that they're going to be getting an EZA. Okay, so we have all types, key 3 and 120% stats, that's fine. Their super attack effects, both of them do raise defense for the turn. Of course, Colossal and 12 key, Mega Colossal and 18 key. The only difference really is, besides the modifier, the 12 key has a medium chance to stun, and the 18 key has a high chance to stun. Alright, so Tien gets key 2 and 100% attack and defense. Key plus 1 up to 5 with each attack performed. Then if there's a bond of friendship category ally attacking in the same turn, he gets an additional key 3 and a 30% chance to perform a critical hit. Then the rest of his passive is basically based on if he's able to hit certain key meters. 50% attack and defense at 14 key, 100% attack and defense at 16 key. Keep in mind that is multiplicative, so that's the 100% plus the 150% on top of this, and then the defense raises. A guaranteed additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack when you hit 18 key. Then another 20% chance to crit, and then guaranteed enemy seal super attack when key is 20 or more. I think obviously the biggest issue with this unit is the fact that linking partners are very scarce, I believe. Because like this unit sucks, this TUR, you suck, really. Like who's the first good unit that I'll see here? Yeah, units that share 2 links with them, which is gonna be like legendary power and what? And shocking speed. Luckily this guy is shocking speed, but yeah, that's the biggest issue for this Tien. But I think he'll be okay, right? I see a lot of people saying that he's bad, and I don't know for sure. His defense stat, what is that again? Is it a relatively nice defense stat? 14k defense. That's like relatively solid for an LR, I'd say. But again, start of turn, multiplicative, then the double defense raise here. His defense might get to, I would think it would get to a reasonable amount to tank normals. But the issue is links. Links are very, very important for that, and his links suck, right? That's the biggest downside for a Tien and Chiaotzu, so that's them right there. Okay, so next we do have the TEQ Turles here, an easy TEQ Turles. So this unit, let's see. Raise attack for the turn, screen damage with a high chance stun. Again, no defense raise, very unfortunate. 150% attack and defense. All enemies attack minus 20% debuff. Key 3 and then attack and defense plus 60%. I believe it's... Did it change to 70% perhaps? No, it is still 60%. Okay, I shouldn't doubt myself. I like triple check these. Performs an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack for 7 turns from first appearance. Which is funny because if we auto-translate it, it doesn't actually... Oh no, now it shows it. Okay. Again, high chance to perform an initial super attack. When I tried doing that earlier, it didn't show it. So I was like, oh, interesting. So with each attack he performs, he gets key 1 up to 3, and then 20% attack and defense up to 100%. Again, that is multiplicative. So for the first 7 turns, you could potentially get, what is that? 210% start of turn, and then 100%. But again, then no defense raise. I'm not sure if he'll be able to take normals. He has the multiplicative buffs, which is really good. And with his link set, I think I could see situations where he could take normals, because he gets a lot of defense, right? I mean, if you take a look here, Thirst for Conquest, 15% attack and defense. Big Bad Boss is 25% attack and defense. Even Prepared for Battle gives him 5% defense. Destroy the Universe, 15%, right? He gets a lot of defense from links to where I think he should be able to tank normals, probably, once he's fully built up here. Once the 7 turns pass, it could be a little... maybe not, right? We'll see, but... The biggest issue with this unit is physical turrets exists. If we don't have him, I think he could be a solid option, right? We'll see. We'll see for sure. So now we have the Int Super Saiyan Bardock getting an Extreme Z Awakening as well. I guess, you know, we could check out their stats real quick. What is this Turles stats here? Solid stats, I guess, right? Bardock, again, average stats, right, for the most part. So Bardock greatly raises attack for the turn, screen damage, and he seals. So he gets key 2 and 130% attack and defense, plus an additional 100% attack and defense on super. Key 3 and 70% attack and defense, and then performs an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack when facing with enemy. And this part of the passive, people might not like it, but I think it's okay for if you're playing it, right? So he gets a high chance to evade enemy attacks, and then he does another additional that has a high chance to become a super attack if he's against a Wicked Bloodline category enemy. Now, I would say that's okay because it means that against like the Wicked Bloodline Red Zone specifically, this guy is going to be a relatively good free-to-play unit, I think. If we consider he's facing one enemy, which is most of the stages besides the Frieza and King Cold one, which, you know, that stage is very pathetically weak. He has the multiplicative buff right here, and then he's has potential to quad super with the high chance dodge. I don't know how hard his super attacks will hit, but up to 450% raises, it might do some decent damage, right? We'll see. You know, he has very generic Saiyan Link, Super Saiyan, prepared for battle, right? You know, I mean, his Link partners should be relatively good, I would assume, right? I mean, we could just literally take a look at it right now. What is this guy's linking partners looking like here? A Joe Bardock there. A lot of the Team Bardock units. And then, like, if once we get to, like, 3 links, you get to all these generic Super Saiyan units, right? So it's like, there's a lot of units that you can run to make them look nice, right? I think he's solid. I feel like, you know, I'd rather than him being mid everywhere, if he's strong in a certain area, it's like, okay, you know, I could use him in this specific event, right? And he's actually going to be a nice option rather than, I don't know, something like, I don't know, let's say Turles maybe, who might not be, he's like solid, okay, in everywhere in the game, while this Bardock is like, you know, mediocre in everywhere but the game, except for Wicked Bloodline, where he's like a nice option, right? Super Boo, he's, yeah, okay. Raises defense for the turn, which is nice on super attack effect. Supreme damage and lowers attack. Q plus 2 and 150% attack and defense. Then if we take a look, I just want to look at his stats, right? If you take a look here, stats, again, it's low, and he has to take attacks, so he even says it right here. 15% attack and defense each time this character receives an attack. That goes up to 75%. So you do want to take, I believe that's 5 attacks that you do want to take with this unit. Now, after this character receives 5 attacks, they do get Rainbow Orb changing. Changes a random type of key sphere, physical excluded, 2 Rainbow Key Spheres at the start of turn. But the issue is, again, it's a very stupid design ever since, like, basically, like, Blue Cow Ken Goku was, like, one of the first units that had this design. Where it's like, they want to take hits, but it's a situation where you don't have the defense to take those hits. So it's like, you get crumbled. And then he might not even get solid defense by the time you take all that, right? He has the HP recovery, 10,000 HP, sure, but I don't know. Especially with LR Super Boo existing, I don't know. This unit, I feel like he might be one of the worst ones of the batch. Just because I just hate this design. Like, unless, like, if he had, like, guard for 3 turns, right? Something like that, like, oh, that'd be pretty nice, right? Or, like, at least 30% reduction for the first 3 turns. Something to let him tank those normals before he's fully built up would be interesting. But he doesn't have those tools to tank the normal, so he's gonna get crushed, and that's it. I mean, maybe if you could lower the boss's attack and he's at the very end of the rotation, maybe, but right, you know, right. Kami, my beloved, unfortunately, I feel like they kind of shafted him a little. I do think he's one of the better units here, but I think it's fine with what he's doing because, okay, well, we'll talk about it. Unfortunately, the one issue is he doesn't have a defense raise on super attack, right? And I guess another issue we'll talk about, he doesn't have multiplicative defense at all. So, supreme damage to enemy, lowers attack or lowers defense, 100% attack and defense, plus an additional 100% attack on super attack, no defense. All allies key to and 25% attack and defense, and I should pull up his stats in the meantime. And then he gives the additional buff to Earthbird Fighters or Gifted Warriors. He gets an additional 1 key and 10% attack and defense. So basically, everyone on Earthbird Warriors or Gifted Warriors do get basically 3k and 35% attacking defense, which I think is solid support because, like, Earthbred Fighters is a very huge category. I realize I said Earthbred Warriors, but it should be Fighters, right? But I think people get what I'm trying to say. He has a medium chance to dodge, and then he gets another 30% chance to dodge, but that's before he attacks. So the reason why I say that's okay is because, like, okay, you have AoE attacks, right? AoE attacks could be very helpful for you to dodge those AoE attacks, but then it's like he doesn't even get any defense when he supers, so like his defense is going to be so pathetically low. Like, you know how low his defense is going to be with 135% defense start turn, and that's it. That's all this boy's working with. He has Cold Judgment, I guess, but like, do you know how he's gonna be? Like, literally, he's gonna be under like 200k defense. Like, no, I'm not kidding. He's gonna be like under like 150k defense is what he's gonna be rocking. I don't know what they're thinking. This should have had attack and defense, and then even then he'd be like 300k defense. I don't get it. I don't. This Kami, they absolutely butchered him. He's also one of the worst ones in the patch, funny enough, which is very sad because he's such a promising support unit for like heavenly events, gifted warriors, Namekians, bruh. They said nah. I want to see the quotes. They said nah. 93k defense. He's not even at 100k. Dude, no. They absolutely massacred Kami, dude. That's so upsetting. We have the Super Strike Piccolo, though. I think he's okay, right? So he raises attack for the turn, improve damage, and lowers defense. Attack and defense plus 100%. He gets an additional attack and defense at 100% when keys 9 or more. That's because he actually, what's the code? He does get super attack at 9 key. I didn't actually write it in here, but he does have a super attack at 9 key. All outs attack and defense 20%. You know, solid support, right? He does randomly change the type of key sphere into tech key spheres, excluding tech. Which, you know, is like, okay, I guess, right? Type key sphere changing. It should have been rainbow key sphere changing for what this guy's trying to do. So, essentially, when 4 key spheres are obtained, for each key sphere after the 4th key sphere, he increases attack and a chance to perform a crit plus 20% up to 60%. And then all allies except himself get 1 key up to 3. And then a 10% attack and defense up to 30%. So essentially, he wants to collect 7 key spheres. He'll give himself attack plus 60%, critical chance plus 60%. And then he can give an extra all ally support of key 3 and 30% attack and defense, which would be a total of key 3 and 50% attack and defense, which is quite strong support for just a free unit. So I understand like locking it behind that. But I don't know. I feel like maybe it's like, I don't know if we've seen a mechanic like this before, where it's like, okay, specifically after this specific key sphere. But it seems like this Piccolo is going to do it. I just don't know if he's going to have like a reasonable way to get those key spheres, like, I don't know, like Android Soul Saga, right? I was hoping this guy would be interesting for Android Soul Saga. So that, okay, we can run him in the team. Bam, we can get physical Piccolo's, transformation. And we're goated, but yeah, I don't know. He seems okay. We'll see how it looks like, but he seems just alright. I mean, let me see what are people saying. Yeah, I mean, gimmick unit, but could be fun, right? It's like he has something to him, right? So Piccolo Jr. is he has quite a big passive actually. 12 key super attack, greatly raises defense, supreme damage at the high chance of stun, key to 150% attack and defense. He gets key to 150% attack and defense if there's a Turtle School category enemy. He does perform an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack, but the target enemy does have to be either attack down, defense down, or stunned, right? So it's either one of those. Basically only super battle road, except, you know, I guess the Omega fight, you can get that early on, which is interesting. So, his passive from here is basically the same, just expanded upon from what he was pre-awakening, right? 200% attack when performing a super attack, and then stuns the attacked enemy for 2 turns. but that's specifically from the third turn from first appearance, and that's once only. Plus an additional 150% attack when performing a super attack, and seals the attacked enemy's super attack for 2 turns from the 6th turn from first appearance, once only. And then he gets 100% attack when performing a super attack for the 9th turn first appearance. So that is not once only, that is just permanent. And just to show y'all again, that is just a permanent buff right here. Bam, just 100% attack when performing a super for the 9th turn. So, I mean, like, I don't know what his numbers are going to be. 10,000 attack, 82,000 defense. Not 82,000 defense. 8,200 defense. He has a really strong link set. He'll link very well with Ma Jr. The new Ma Jr. Right. He'll actually share a moderate amount of links if I'm not mistaken. Right. If you take a look here, 4 links with the Ma Jr. It's very good. Tough as nails. Incredible adventure. Guidance, Dragon Balls, and big bad bosses. Very strong link set. I wonder if anyone in the and here has the calculations. 9th turn. I guess people don't like the 9th turn thing. I mean, yeah, it's 9th turn. It's like, I'm not saying he's good or anything, but at least he has a use because he's like able to link up with the Piccolo Jr. I could see some people getting away with this guy, but I guess one thing is that he doesn't have multiplicative defense either. It's all attack, right? So yeah, his defense might be pretty weak, even with this 50% raise, unless he has the additional active. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, with how the Omega fight's structured, debuff the first phase, this guy can get his additionals. Second phase AGL, he has type advantage-ish. But third phase, unless the giant form goes off, you're kind of screwed, so I don't know. This is the new TEQ Trunks. It seems like he's going to be an LR, right? I just want to show y'all. If we take a look at the... He's actually already in game, huh? Yeah. I guess the quest mill stages and everything are actually already in game. But if we take a look at the TEQ Trunks here, he does have normal hidden potential system, right? You see he goes from 4,000 to 9,000. That's 5,000 in potential system. So he is going to Dokkan Awaken into an LR. Now, his passive is like mediocre. Has 60% attacking defense, additional medium chance to perform a super, medium chance to crit, 30% attacking defense performing a super attack, plus an additional 20% attacking defense with the same turn for each attack performed. And yeah, that's like, okay. His attack causes beam damage, right? Saiyan Warrior Racing, lineage shocking speed per battle. But his only category, Time Travelers. And that's it. He's just on the Time Travelers team. So, obviously, he's not going to be just a solo Trunks by himself when we get him to an LR. Who knows what it's going to be as an LR? So, it's not going to be like 2 hybrid Saiyans. It's not going to be... It's just like a Dokkan original character. Like, let me see. Could I bring up a Trunks team unit? Like a Teen Trunks unit. AGL Trunks stuff is like, okay. Let's see. Not Vegeta's family. Yeah, I mean, who knows? If it's like a Trunks and Piccolo, a Trunks and Goku, basically take him off on. I mean, like a Trunks and Goku, but Warriors Race on Earth is interesting. Because it's like, okay, who is he going to be that won't have Warriors Race on Earth, right? So it can't be just a Trunks and Goku, for example. Trunks and Vegeta and Goku, maybe? LRZ fighters or something? Who knows, right? We'll have to see what this Trunks becomes. Very interesting. Yeah, this is going to be doing it, though, so we'll see how that turns out. I guess, right? You know, we also have the collaboration unit for Saiyan, right? That I covered that in earlier video, so I'm not really going to go too in depth into it. But we do have the Sandland celebration here. Logging in every day will get you a copy of Beelzebub, and then there's the wallpaper you get from logging in 7 days for the missions. So just log in at least 7 days, and if you log in 10 days, you get the stones, right? Which is pretty cool. Now we have some upcoming missions here. World Tournament missions. World Tournament does start this weekend. Yahoo! We have this new, I guess, linking campaign for Line. Oh, interesting. Dragon's Ore Green. This is for the Line, yeah. And then you could exchange stuff with green dragon stones, I guess, for using Line. Okay. Sandland right here. These are the ticket missions. I think they changed the image for this, did they not? Okay. Because that used to be... Yeah, I'm crazy. Didn't it used to be 1718? This is the new Android Cell Saga, like, critical hits and stuff like that. Like, we could literally bring it up. Android Cell Saga. Hello, is it? There it is. So this is the new equipment for the Android Cell Saga category, right? Let's see what's looking here. They're all EX skill orbs, so 5 attack, 5 defense here. Ooh, 2. Okay, 1 additional, 2 crit, and then same thing for the other one. Level 5 additional, level 5 crit, and level 5 dodge for free. And then same thing here, and then there's a level 3 crit and additional. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then, ooh, even level 2 additional crit here for silver. These are good equips, just for free. Make sure you do that every day. And on the 25th, so you have what 2 weeks to do that. Okay, Super Strike Piccolo. Ooh, okay, this Trunks support memory is going to EZA, huh? Let's see, what's the new support memory? Okay. Okay. Key +1 on 20% attack and defense for all allies in Vegeta's family or parent-child bond for 3 turns. That's very strong. 3 turns and it goes from, yeah, key 1 and 20% multiplicative buff. That is a very powerful support memory. That's good. That is very, very strong. What do we want to use here? No normal attacks. 3 Android Cell Saga units. No items. And then 3 boys, girls, which is youth. Okay. And then Super Battle Road. I don't even know what stage this is. What stage is this for Super Battle Road? That's not out just yet. Oh, there's new story mode stuff. Let me check here. Take a look here. Broly. Okay. Oh, they're just missions. You got to 15 stones. Okay. That's fine. And then you got 10 stones and 5 copies of this Trunks. I guess you just get for logging in. Okay. Baba Shop, the Lion Exchange updated. 4 times EXP. This lasts until worldwide, the 18th. Okay. Sure. Just log in and get that. It says it started tonight, so cool. Alright, so let me know what you guys think about everything in here. Pretty big data download, honestly. What is it? 22 minutes? Oh my goodness, that's a huge data download, man. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'll catch y'all next time.